Okay, you guys, let's be real. Dogs are the best, but they can be seriously weird sometimes, right? Like, have you ever caught your dog just staring at a wall for like an uncomfortable amount of time? Don't even get me started on the rolling in something absolutely disgusting. And the Zoomies? Don't get me wrong, I live for a good Zoomie session. But at 2 a.m., seriously, what is that about? But guess what? It's not just our dogs, okay? It's like all dogs. They're all a little bit bonkers. But that's why we love them, right? They keep us entertained, they keep us on our toes, they keep us stocked up on lint rollers. It's a whole thing. So, in this video, we're gonna decode those weird dog behaviors, especially for all my rescue pup parents out there. Because let's be honest, rescues, they've got a whole other level of quirks, and it's important to understand what they're trying to tell us. Get ready to become fluent in doggo, because by the end of this video, you'll be like the ultimate dog whisperer. Or at least you'll be able to impress your friends with your newfound knowledge. Let's do this! Okay, first up, we gotta talk about the classic head tilt. You know what I'm talking about? That adorable head tilt dogs do, that's literally the cutest thing ever. Seriously, it's like they know they're being cute, and they're just trying to melt our hearts. But it's not just a ploy for treats, although, let's be real, it totally works every time. Dogs actually tilt their heads to like figure out where sounds are coming from. It's like they're trying to pinpoint the exact location of the treat bag being opened. Genius, really. And for my rescue pups out there, the head tilt can be a sign that they're really trying to connect with you. It's like they're saying, okay, I'm listening, I'm really trying to understand you, but also, do you have snacks? I mean, can you blame them? Snacks make everything better. Alright, you guys, next up, we've got Zoomies. You know, those moments when your dog turns into a furry little tornado, running around the house like they've completely lost their minds? It's pure chaos, but also, like, low-key hilarious. But those Zoomies, they're not just random bursts of craziness. Okay, maybe a little bit, but they're actually your dog's way of releasing all that pent-up energy. It's like their version of hitting the gym, except instead of weights, they're using your furniture as an obstacle course. And for rescue dogs, especially those who might have spent a lot of time in shelters, Zoomies can be extra intense. It's like they're finally realizing, wait, I can run around and be a dog now? This is amazing. Freedom looks good on them, doesn't it? Okay, can we talk about the whole rolling in gross stuff thing? Like, why? Dead fish on the beach, they're all over it. Bird poop on the lawn, instant perfume. It's like they have a sixth sense for finding the most disgusting thing in a 5-mile radius. And the worst part? That smell? It lingers. For days. I swear, my dog once found a puddle of something so foul, I'm pretty sure it was outlawed by the Geneva Convention. But did she care? Nope. She was in doggy heaven, writhing around like it was a spa day. Turns out, it's an instinct from their wild days. Covering their own scent helped them sneak up on prey. But like, babe, you're a chihuahua who eats organic kibble. You're not fooling anyone. You gotta admit, tail chasing is kinda hilarious. It's like they're stuck in a never-ending game of tag with themselves. But sometimes it can be a little concerning. Like, is everything okay up there, buddy? If your dog is constantly chasing their tail, it could mean they're bored, anxious, or need to burn off some energy. Kind of like when I scroll through TikTok for 3 hours straight. We've all been there. For rescue dogs, it can be a sign they're still adjusting to their new home and trying to de-stress. They're like, new place, new rules, new people. Maybe if I just spin really fast, everything will make sense. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work. But hey, at least it's cute. So if your dog is doing the tail-chasing tango a little too often, maybe it's time for a walk, some playtime, or a cuddle puddle on the couch. So you're just chilling in the park, enjoying the sunshine, and then you see your dog, munching on the lawn like it's a 5-star restaurant. And you're like, dude, we talked about this. We don't eat grass. But they don't care. They're all about that leafy goodness, and honestly, it's kind of relatable. Sometimes you just crave a salad, you know? But seriously, why do they do it? Well, sometimes it's just boredom, like this park is nice and all, but where's the snack bar? Other times, it's to help settle an upset stomach. Apparently, grass can act like a natural antacid. Who knew? And then there are those dogs who just genuinely enjoy the taste. Like, They're out here living their best herbivore lives. Whatever the reason, as long as it's in moderation, it's usually not a big deal. Unless, of course, they start demanding ranch dressing on the side. Written by Emma Chamberlain. Okay, we've all seen it. You tell your dog it's bedtime and they proceed to do like 10 laps around their bed before actually lying down. It's like, what are you doing? Are you building a nest? Is this some ancient ritual? Turns out it kind of is. So back in the day when dogs were wild and stuff, they'd spin around to pat down the grass and make a comfy little sleeping spot. They also did it to check for any like snakes or spiders or whatever creepy crawlies were chilling in the grass. You know, basic housekeeping. These days, it's basically just a habit passed down from their ancestors. Like, they don't really need to check for snakes in your living room unless you're, like, really bad at cleaning. But it's cute, right? Like, oh, you think you're in the wild? You're adorable. And for rescue dogs, this spinning thing can be a way to create a little safe space for themselves before they actually chill out. Like, they're marking their territory and being all, this is mine, don't even think about it. Alright, this one is definitely up there on the weirdness scale. Like, you're just trying to enjoy your morning coffee and your dog decides to do their business right there, staring you dead in the eye. It's like, can I live? But before you get all grossed out, let me tell you why they do this. It's all about trust, guys. Seriously. You know how when you have to use a public bathroom and you're like, someone please stand guard? It's kind of like that. Pooping makes dogs vulnerable. They're exposed, they can't really move fast, it's not their finest moment, you know? So when they stare at you, they're basically saying, hey, I trust you to have my back while I'm doing this thing. Don't let anyone attack me while I'm, you know, vulnerable. It's actually kind of sweet in a weird poop-related way. But for real though, if the eye contact is too much for you, just look away, give them their privacy. Or better yet, distract yourself with your phone. Just try not to be scrolling through Instagram while they're doing their business because that's just rude. Okay, this one is just classic dog behavior. A siren goes off in the distance and suddenly your dog transforms into a furry little werewolf, howling at the top of their lungs. It's like, dude, chill. It's just an ambulance. But to them, it's a whole different story. You see, dogs are pack animals, and howling is their way of communicating over long distances. So, when they hear a siren, they're basically hearing what they think is another dog, like, really far away. It's like a primal, hey, what's up, across state lines. And for rescue dogs, this behavior can be even more pronounced, especially if they came from a loud, chaotic shelter environment. Imagine being surrounded by barking dogs, and then suddenly, you're in a quiet home. The silence can be kind of deafening. So, when they hear a siren, it's like a little reminder of their old pack, even if it's just a bunch of random dogs they've never met. But hey, at least it's better than them howling at nothing, right? Okay, maybe not, but you gotta admit it's kind of endearing. Like, they're just trying to make some friends, even if those friends are miles away and have no idea what's going on. Okay, so you're just chilling, watching Netflix, and suddenly, BAM! You've got a furry foot warmer. Like, why do dogs love feet so much? It's not just because they're, like, weirdly attracted to your stinky socks, though maybe a little. It's actually super sweet. Sleeping on your feet means they feel close and safe. And for rescue dogs, this is huge. It's like them saying, yo, I trust you with my life. You're my person now. So next time your dog uses your feet as a pillow, just remember, you're basically their security blanket. It's midnight, you're trying to sleep, and then, woof! Your dog's going ballistic at like absolutely nothing. Is your house haunted? Probably not. Here's the thing, dogs have like superhuman senses. They can hear and smell things way better than we can, so that nothing they're barking at could be a distant siren, a rogue cricket, or like the neighbor's cat plotting world domination. For rescue dogs, this can be even more common. They might be extra sensitive to sounds after living in a loud shelter. So basically, they're just being good guard dogs, even if it's for like a dust bunny. Okay, real talk. There's nothing creepier than your dog sleeping with their eyes open. It's like something out of a horror movie. But before you call the exorcist, chill. Sometimes dogs sleep with their eyes slightly open. especially during, like, those light naps. It's an instinct thing, like they're hardwired to be aware of danger even when they're catching some Z's. And rescue dogs? Yeah, they might do this more often, especially when they're still adjusting to their new home. They're just being extra cautious, making sure everything's cool. So no, they're not possessed by demons. They're just, like, really, really good at multitasking. Okay, so your dog is just, like, licking the air. Like, what are they doing? Is there a fly? Am I missing something? It's kind of weird, not gonna lie. But also kind of hilarious. But seriously, there's a reason, and it's not always as simple as them being, like, weirdos. They could be anxious, or maybe they're feeling a little nauseous. Poor pups. Sometimes they're picking up on a smell that's, like, super strong, and we're clueless because our sniffers are, like, way less sophisticated, or maybe they're just nervous and trying to, like, chill out. And for rescue dogs, this can be a way of saying, it's okay, I'm okay. I think they're just trying to find their zen, you know? Okay, so you're just chilling on the couch, scrolling through TikTok or whatever, and your dog decides to just full-on lean on you. Like, what's the deal with that? Are they just being lazy? Well, yeah, maybe a little. But it's also a major sign of love and trust, okay? They want to be close to you, feel your warmth, and basically just say, don't even think about leaving. And for rescue dogs, this is like next-level bonding. It's like they're saying, you're my person now, you're my safe space. I'm not crying, you're crying. So next time your dog turns you into a leaning post, just remember, it's their way of saying, I love you, don't move. Have you ever noticed your dog's teeth chattering? It's like, dude, are you cold? But it's like the middle of summer, so what gives? Well, it's not always about the temperature, okay? They could be excited, stressed out, or maybe they just got a whiff of something super interesting. Like maybe your neighbor just walked by with their cat. Drama. It can also happen when they're sniffing out pheromones. Don't even get me started on pheromones. It's like a whole other language that we, as humans, are just clueless about. But yeah, it's totally normal, even if it looks a little strange. It's just their way of expressing themselves, you know? So don't stress, it's just another weird dog thing. Okay, but why is it that whenever I need to get something done, my dog decides my laptop is prime real estate? Like, excuse me, sir, I have deadlines. And it's always when you're in the middle of something important. It's like they can sense your stress and they're like, time to add to the chaos. And you can't even be mad because, like, look at that face. But seriously though, I think they just want attention. And what better way to get it than to literally sit on the one thing you're looking at? It's actually kind of genius. Especially for rescue dogs, it's their way of saying, hey, remember me? The one you love more than anything? Yeah, pay attention to me, not that glowing rectangle. Point taken. Have you ever, like, looked at your dog and they're just giving you this look? You know the one, the side eye. It's like they know all your secrets and they're judging you. Just a little. I swear, dogs are masters of nonverbal communication. They can tell you exactly how they feel with just a look. And the side eye, that's their way of saying, I'm onto you. With rescue dogs, it can be even funnier. It's like they've seen some stuff, you know? Like they're thinking, you humans are a trip, but I guess you're all right. Or maybe they're just judging your outfit. Who knows? Dogs are weird, but that's why we love them, right? Okay, can we talk about the whole burying toys thing? Like, why do they do that? It's so extra. Is it an instinct from their wild ancestors or something? I imagine them thinking, winter is coming, must protect the plushie. And they get so serious about it too, like they're burying actual treasure. I think it's especially cute with rescue dogs. They might not have had a lot to call their own before, so now they're making up for lost time. Every toy is precious. Plus, it's just fun to watch them dig and bury stuff. It's like their own little game. And who knows, maybe one day they'll actually strike gold. Or, you know, a half-chewed tennis ball. Okay, you guys, tell me you've seen this. Your dog is out cold, totally snoring, then bam! A little paw twitch, a tiny bark, maybe even a tail thumping against the floor. It's like they're living their best life. in their sleep. So, like, what's the deal? Are they chasing squirrels in dreamland? Reliving that glorious moment they stole your sandwich? Well, experts say our furry friends actually experience REM sleep just like us. Yeah, REM, the good stuff where all the crazy dreams happen. And just like us, their dreams probably reflect their everyday lives. For our rescue pups, those dreams might be extra intense. Maybe they're replaying moments from their past, or maybe they're finally dreaming of belly rubs and endless treat dispensers. Whatever they're dreaming about, it's a good sign. It means they're relaxed, comfortable, and feeling safe enough to let their guard down. And honestly, watching them live it up in dreamland, kind of the best form of entertainment. Don't lie, you've totally filmed it for your Insta story. Don't worry, I'm not judging, I've been there. Alright, let's talk about the elephant, or should I say the butt, in the room. We've all been there, you're enjoying a nice walk in the park, your pup spots another dog, and then the sniffing begins. And not just a quick sniff, like a full-on, nose-deep investigation. I know it's weird, it's gross, but guys, in the canine world, it's like the ultimate icebreaker. Seriously, forget awkward small talk. Dogs are all about that sniff life. But why, though? Well, it turns out, those little noses are like super-powered data collectors. With one sniff, they can learn a dog's gender, mood, what they had for dinner last night, their relationship status. Basically, it's like scrolling through their dog tag room profile, but way more accurate. It's how they communicate and figure out who's who in their neighborhood. So next time you see your dog engaging in a little butt-sniffing action, don't freak out. Just think of it as their way of catching up on the latest dog park gossip. Plus, it's way more entertaining than watching them scroll through TikTok for hours. Am I right? Okay, picture this. It's pouring outside, you need to take your dog out, but they're acting like you just asked them to walk through a lava pit. Sound familiar? Yeah, some dogs are just not about that rainy day life. I mean, I get it, sometimes the rain just hits different. The sound, the smell, the feeling of wet grass between your toes. Or paws, I guess. But for some pups, especially those who've had like rough experiences in shelters, rain can be a total anxiety trigger. They might associate it with scary storms, being cold and wet, or just generally feeling unsafe. So what's a loving, responsible dog parent to do? Well, first off, don't force it. That'll just make things worse. Instead, try bribing them with their favorite treats. Make the experience super positive with lots of praise, or invest in a fashionable raincoat they'll probably hate just as much. Hey, at least you tried, right? And hey, maybe one day they'll learn to embrace the rain. Or maybe they'll just continue to live their best dry-pod life indoors. And you know what? That's totally okay too. Chapter 22, Lick Attack. Why all the kisses? Okay, we've all been there, right? You're just minding your own business, maybe scrolling through TikTok, and bam! Your dog plants a big slobbery one right on your face. Like, thanks, I just washed my face, but also, what is the deal with that? So, on the one hand, it's kind of cute. It's like their way of saying, hey, you're all right, human. Even though you smell vaguely of yesterday's takeout, it's affection, pure and simple. But, and this is a big but, sometimes it's like they just ate a whole pile of something truly disgusting, and then they're like, let me share that with your face. Why, dog? Why? But here's the thing, especially with rescue dogs, face licking is a huge sign of trust. They've been through a lot, maybe they haven't always felt safe or loved, and now they're like, you're my person. You get the kisses, even the questionable ones. So next time your dog tries to give you a tongue bath, just remember it comes from a good place, even if that place is right after they licked their butt. Love is complicated, you know? Especially when it involves dog saliva. Chapter 23. My precious, why dogs hoard your stuff. Okay, raise your hand if you've ever lost a sock, only to find it later in your dog's bed, looking slightly worse for wear, but guarded like it's the crown jewels. Seriously, what is it with dogs and stealing stuff? And why do they look so proud of themselves when they do it? Part of it is instinct. Like, back in the day, their wild ancestors would bury food to save it for later, right? So maybe they're just trying to be responsible, stocking up for a rainy day. But also, let's be real, it's probably just fun for them. They see you get all stressed trying to find your keys and they're like, I have those, you're welcome. But for rescue dogs especially, it goes a bit deeper. They might be carrying around your old t-shirt or that one specific toy because it smells like you, and that brings them comfort. It's like having a little piece of you with them all the time, which kind of sweet, right? So, yeah, it's annoying when they steal your socks, but just try to remember it's basically a weird form of love. They just want to be close to you, even if it means turning your laundry into a chew toy. Chapter 24. The Paw of Communication. What your dog is trying to tell you. You know that thing dogs do where they gently paw at you, like a little tap on the leg. It's subtle, but it's like their way of getting your attention, and it's honestly one of the cutest things ever. Like, what's up, little buddy? You need some head scratches? Sometimes it's their way of saying, hey, I'm here for you. Like if you're feeling down, your dog will be right there, pawing at you like, don't worry, I'm here. We can stare at the wall together and pretend everything's fine. They just get it. But for rescue dogs, that little paw tap can mean even more. It's their way of reconnecting, of saying, hey, remember me? You took me home, you gave me a warm bed and endless snacks. I'm never letting you go. So, yeah, the next time your dog paws at you, don't just ignore them. Put down your phone, give them some love. It's a small gesture, but it means the world to them. And honestly, who doesn't love a good positive affirmation? Okay, this one is straight up adorable. You're in the middle of an epic play session with your furry bestie. Maybe it's tug of war with that ratty old rope toy they love, or you're throwing the tennis ball like their life depends on it. And they let out a huge sneeze. Like, hold on, I thought we were having fun. Did you just catch a cold? But actually, no. This is not your dog catching a case of the sniffles. It's literally dog laughter. Okay, maybe not literally laughter, because that would be terrifying. But it's basically the dog equivalent. Play sneezes are your dog's way of being like, yo, chill, I'm just messing around, this is so fun. And for rescue pups, those play sneezes can be extra special. Like they're finally feeling safe and happy enough to let loose and be a goofball again. And honestly, that just warms my cold, dead heart. Seeing a rescue dog who's been through it rediscover the joy of play? Excuse me, I need a minute, I'm getting emotional over here. Okay, we've all been there. You're just trying to live your life, you know? You gotta use the bathroom, grab a snack from the kitchen, maybe even, dare I say it, hop in the shower and pretend to be a functioning adult for a hot sec. But suddenly, you've got company, and that company has 4 legs, a wagging tail, and is staring at you with those big puppy dog eyes. Yeah, I'm talking about those dogs who are basically your shadow. They follow you everywhere. At first, it's cute, like, aw, they just love me so much. But then it's like, dude, I love you too, but I also really need to pee in peace. Can a girl get some privacy around here? But here's the thing, for rescue dogs, that constant following, it's not just about love, it's about trust. Like, you are their person, their safe space, their everything. They've been through it, they've maybe felt alone and scared, and now they have you. So yeah, they're gonna stick to you like glue. So yeah, dogs do some pretty strange stuff, like sniffing butts, sneezing when they're happy, sleeping with their eyes open. Honestly, the list goes on and on. It's enough to make you wonder if they came from another planet sometimes. But here's the thing. Every weird quirk, every head tilt, every Zoomie session, it's all part of what makes them so amazing. And for rescue dogs, those quirks hit different, because behind those weird little habits, there's a whole story. A story of resilience, of overcoming challenges, and finally finding a place to belong. Understanding their behaviors is like getting a glimpse into their souls, you know? It's about connecting with them on a deeper level, appreciating their unique personalities, and loving them even harder for all the weird, wonderful creatures they are. And trust me, they'll love you right back, even if that love comes with a side of soggy socks and a face full of dog breath.